Hello everybody, this is Bill Smith, and I'd just like to do a quick vid on today's War Factory. So before I do, just a really quick shout out for Reddit Smoke. Reddit Smoke is the Reddit family's kind of mid-level training task force where we train people to do Smoky Zookas, and you know, this instructional vid is also kind of aimed at people in Smoke who are mid-level players and who are, you know, looking to learn how you path Zookas in War Factory. Okay, right now Reddit Smoke is full, but some of these guys are higher level alternate accounts. So, you know, if anyone's interested in joining, who is at least HQ 14, you know, just drop me a line. I can get in contact with the people in Smoke, or maybe direct you to one of the other Reddit task forces that are feeders for the higher level task forces. Okay, so today's War Factory was pretty. This is an older layout. It's a pretty simple layout. It's not really that hard once you get used to it. What I did was I just bombed down by here, and then, you know, you position Zookas to rush from here. So, you know, not much to see in my first two attacks. They're just bombing runs. But I'd like to discuss you know, pathing to the War Factory. So in the old days, when I didn't know Smoky Zookas very well, I would land here, like right by this crate, and then I'd flare to the corner here, and then I'd flare straight up. You know, the reason I did that is because when you're flaring along the wall, you know that they'll path, you know, nice and tight along the wall. Of course, you know, one of the issues newer players have is that when your Zookas are winding around buildings, you sometimes don't know which way they're going to go. You know, often they can wind up in 3 columns. Sometimes you can mispredict their direction entirely, and then, you know, your attack goes haywire. So yeah, that's why I would do that path, and it's definitely a bit longer. After a while, though, yeah, and especially once we got like 5 attacks on Gearheart, I started to experiment with the pathfinding a bit, and, you know, it turns out you can actually just land and then flare straight to your firing position. And, you know, I'm going to show you the pathfinding here, and also you can see the distance between the gunboat and the factory is pretty short, right? So if you're kind of on the fence about this, if you're like, I want to try this, but I'm not sure if this is going to work, you know, you can't remember that because the gunboat's so close to the shore, you can just wing it, and you know, you can just wing it, and your smokes will hit pretty fast. So it's yeah, like I said, it's kind of something you can wing it. It's kind of something for which you could wing it. Whereas when the factory's on the other side, it takes a lot longer for your smokes to hit the ground. Okay, so landing here, and I'm landing here and dropping 1 smoke to cover my my gals. Actually, there's no area defenses in range, so I may not even have needed that smoke, but it did like save a few troops. You know, actually, you can, in principle, you can let them shoot the first crate to gather some extra GBE if you want. So, you know, think about that. So as you can see, flared right here, and like I said in one of my earlier vids, how Zookas pathfind is that you draw a straight line from where your Zookas are right now to your flare. Okay, when they hit a building, you know they're almost certainly going to detour around both sides. But, you know, once they've detoured around the building, they'll then look to see where the flare is again. So, you know, once they go around both sides of the first crate, they're going to see that, okay, the flare is to my left. And so you can kind of tell that they're going to go left. You know, they're not going to go wind around these crates here or through the snipers. They're actually going to go, they're going to go towards the left, like that. And then once they're past this crate, okay, you know it's a straight shot from here to the flare, so you can kind of tell that once they hit the first sniper, they're gonna kind of regroup into 2 nice columns, and you can. What happens is that they hug the shock blaster rather than go into 3 columns around the other sniper. So that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smokes to position. You know, for me, I have only like 3 GB statues, so it's really important for me to save all the energy I can. I could have not even thrown that. So I could have, you know, throw the critters and then one shot between the MGs, the shock blaster, and the mortar, if I were so inclined. You know, if I had fewer than 3 statues, I could, you know, have saved even more GB. This is a really easy layout, and once you get critters, it's like I've said before, once you get critters, it really changes the game. But yeah, so that's one way to save smoke on War Factory, and you know, hopefully that gives you a little bit of a better insight into Zilka pathfinding. I hope this vid was helpful, and have a great. Probably you've all taken down War Factory already, but if you haven't, good luck.